Sean called out, "Are you guys seeing this? There's something behind us on the road." The whole family peered out the window to see what looked like a large glowing egg inside of an egg cup.
There it is. Inside of an egg cup.
I didn't mention the egg cup.
Oh my fucking God. What am I doing with my life?
Whatever this thing was, it was drawing closer with every second.
What do you mean whatever it was? It's an egg in an egg cup.
No, that's what it looks like.
Breakfast. That's what it is.
That's what it looks
Brunch
like.
at the most.
We don't know what it is. It has taken the form of an egg, maybe to blend in with the human world.
Bad job then. If your goal was to blend in with quote unquote the human world and you became a giant floating sentient breakfast.
Yeah, you just know the alien piloting this craft. When he came back, he was like, "Hey, don't worry, guys. I went down to Earth to just check it all out, but don't worry. I disguised the ship using the visual modifier, so it's all good." And they're like, "Oh, cool. What did you go for?" "Big egg. I went for a big egg." They're like, "What are you do? You're supposed to turn it into a plane.
They love eggs.
Turn it into a helicopter."
They love eggs. I've been studying them for a while now. They're egg obsessed, honestly. It just about seems like the least surprising thing they could see.
Chris went down last week. He turned his craft into a bumblebee. Tell me it was a small egg. Tell me it was a tiny egg at least.
Yeah.
Like a quail egg.
Yeah. Like 6 to 18 foot.
How big are they down there? I don't know. I feel like no one explained abduction properly to this alien. Like, they told him the first part about picking humans off the Earth, but no one told him about wiping the memories and gently placing them back in their homes or vehicles. He gets back to his home planet and he's like, "Yeah, man, I was just down to Earth. I abducted a couple humans, actually. It was pretty crazy." And they're like, "Oh, nice. Where'd you set them back down?" Set them back down. Kind of just same spot. And it's like, "Oh, nice. Did you use because we got a ray now that kind of does it all, wipes their memories, places them back, shifts their clocks so that, the time has moved forward so they don't actually notice anything." And he's like, yeah, I used that.
Yeah, use that one. It's like, "Oh, I didn't think your ship was actually equipped with that one. Did you get that upgrade recently?"
Yeah, I'm driving the egg. I don't know if they that one,
Yeah.
the egg model.
No, the egg doesn't have that. The egg doesn't have that one.
I modified it.
Right.
It's the V2.
Yeah.
It's the dozen model, the dozen egg. It does have it. It does have it, and it actually kind of.
It doesn't have it.
It's got this new ray where you kind of drop them so hard it knocks them all out on impact. So it's kind of a version of it. I kind of have my own version, where it's like, instead of wiping their memories and placing them back in the same location, a lot of them die. A lot of them die on impact. So it's kind of a quick catch-all to make sure they don't tell anyone, they don't remember anything, and I'm in the clear. No one finds out about the egg. And they're like, "All right," and you check the pulses to make sure that they were dead when you dropped them. "All right, give me the ray gun. I'm going back."
Yeah.
The egg just shoots off back to Earth.
Yeah, for sure. That being said, I gotta go. I gotta go do a thing real quick.
That's a great idea for a movie. An alien who abducts a family and then goes back to brag about it and then didn't realize he was supposed to kill them when he dropped them off. So the movie is him coming back to Earth and like hunting them down.
I think this is more or less the plot to Lilo and Stitch.
Really?
An alien being gets set loose on Earth, and then the aliens are like stressing the F out because they have to go down to Earth and somehow capture him while also remaining undetected. So I seem to remember there's a lot of aliens wearing like detective hats and holding a newspaper in front of their face,
right,
trying to track down Stitch.
That's a lot of effort being put into not being seen by humans. Because guess what, bud? Y'all been detected. One of you is running around now and he looks like a f***ed up little hedgehog.
Yeah, from last I checked, he was surfing 6 foot Hawaiians with a little girl. So I think it's a bit late for all that. You might, at this point, you should just nuke Hawaii. Get it over with.
Just turn up with a ray gun and let blast. Is an egg the weirdest piece of food that could abduct you?
You know it's not true, and you're fishing for...
I don't know. I was trying to think, what would be the weirdest piece of food that could abduct you? A giant pineapple?
I hope for the love of God you're not foreshadowing the second half of today's investigation, because you told us very early that we were going to see an egg, and we did. And I really don't want to see a pineapple.
What about a giant shrimp? They kind of look like aliens
Nah,
anyway.
they kind of look like aliens, so that feels believable, if anything.
I'd only be worried about the shrimp because I've eaten a lot of shrimp in my life. So if one of them is taking me back to some kind of shrimp planet, it's to put me on trial.
For crimes against shrimp humanity.